Now, how to build high converting sign-up forms. First of all, most pop-ups today are still doing nothing more than just stating the sign up to our newsletter for 10% off or whatever placeholder, generic offer. And customers have seen this 1,000 times. Their thumb is pretty much just going straight to the X button before even reading. It's like an automated reaction almost. And how do we flip the script here? We collect zero-party data and then we utilize something called micro-commitment. And these are basically one and the same step in our context here. So here's what we found across dozens of brands we work with. The highest converting signups and pop-up forms use a micro-commitment and data collection as the first step. And using this strategy has allowed our brands to increase their sign-up rate by anywhere from 2x up to even 15x or 20x in the best cases. So some crazy numbers. And how does this work? I'm just going to show you an example from Freya, one of our clients. So basically you can look at the pop-up form here. The first window of the pop-up, it has two questions, two choices basically. What's your top health goal right now? And then you have two buttons. You can choose lose weight or boost vitality. So basically, instead of immediately asking for the email address or phone number, you ask them this low friction question first. And of course, at this stage, you might think, doesn't adding an extra step add more friction and lower opt-in rate? You were just talking about minimizing the friction. Well, in this case, that's simply not what the data shows. And why is that? Basically because of this psychological principle called commitment bias, which states that once someone starts something, they're much more likely to finish it. And, in this case, clicking the button is easier than typing your email address straight away. That first click they give here builds momentum, and it also makes them commit to the process of filling this form. So after they click and give their low friction answer, we're then moving into the second window, which is the window where we actually ask the email address. And in here, we ask the email address, then they can press sign me up, and after that we are still asking the SMS, and then it's finalized after that. And now, because they've already taken the first step at this stage, they've already given their answer to the first question, they're more committed and pretty much 10 to 15x more likely to give their email according to the data we have across multiple clients. So here's an example data point. This client of ours actually hit a staggering 42% sign up rate when the industry average is just 2 to 4%. So this is pretty much like 10 to 20 times higher than the industry average, utilizing this exact structure that I just showed you here above. Here you can see the data from Klaviyo.